Hey guys, Miguel at First Drive here. Today I'm going to show you how to properly assemble your go-kart using the detailed instructions that are provided with the vehicle. Now, first and foremost, you want to make sure that the vehicle is operating correctly. The vehicles will usually come with the power cord disconnected. So what you want to do is disconnect that, and I'm going to turn the power button in the front on, and carefully lift the vehicle and just tap the pedal and make sure the wheels are turning. In this case, we're good to go. You turn the vehicle off and you can just leave the battery connected for now. Now, we are going to start with the front wheel assembly. You want to make sure you have both of your front wheels, and you will see that the kit comes with 4 wheel bearings. And what you want to do is grab one wheel, and you want to take the hub bearing and simply slide it into the front of the wheel as far in as you can. Turn the wheel around, do the exact same thing on the other side. Repeat the process for the second wheel. Just grab our wheel and prepare the go-kart for the assembly. You want to remove this cardboard protective covering, toss it to the side, and you will take your provided plastic wrench that comes with your vehicle. Simply remove the nut and take the first washer off. You want to keep the second one on there. Simply take the wheel. You want to keep the side that has the simulated lug nuts on the outside as opposed to this side. You want to slide it over the spindle. Make sure you have your washer ready. Slide it over. Take your nut. Using the wrench again, we want to tighten it. You should have assembly wheel. I'm going to take the small hubcap, 3 tabs. You want to find 3 notches, which are right behind the simulated lug nut. Simply push it on there, and when you hear the snap, you're good to go. The process is repeated for the other side. Again, you want to remove the cardboard protective covering. Remove your nut. Remove one washer. Simply slide the wheel over again. You want to take your washer again, slide it over, install the nut, tighten it with the plastic wrench. Now, you don't want to make the nut really tight. It's a locking nut, so it'll hold in place. You want to be able to have a nice free spinning wheel. If it's too tight, it might fight you. So we just loosen it up a little bit. You can see it spins a lot more freely. Now we want to turn our attention to the steering components. For this, we will need the provided bolt with nut and the provided Allen wrench, the bigger one. What you want to do is take the nut off. If you look at the bottom of the vehicle, you will see that there's an indentation here with the shape of the nut. That's how you know the nut is at the bottom. The bolt slides from the top. You want to install it as so. Make sure that you can see all the way through where the wheel assembly is. Simply take your bolt, slide it from the top, take a nut, using the provided Allen wrench, you want to tighten it up from the top. You want to take the wheel assembly, slide it right in there. Again, take the bolt, slide it from the top. Just wiggle it in there. Nut from the bottom side. And again, you want to take the provided Allen wrench and simply tighten it up from the top. And that pretty much completes your front wheel assembly. Next, we're going to turn our attention to the steering wheel. The steering wheel has a screw that holds it in place with a nut on one end. It may be attached to the steering wheel already, or it may be included with your hardware, but you want to make sure that you have it in order to install a steering wheel. If it's on the steering wheel, simply remove it with a screwdriver. Now, if you look at the holes in the steering wheel, you'll notice that one is round and the other one has the shape of the actual nut. That's how you know which side the screw goes in. This side holds the nut in place. Make sure the nut is in the proper spot. And you want to slide the steering wheel over as such. And you want to make sure that when you place the steering wheel on here, that the holes for the screw line up with the holes on the rod for the steering wheel as such. You want to slide the screw from one end. Sometimes you got to wiggle it. There it is. Then you simply tighten it with a Phillips screwdriver. The nut will hold itself in place, as you can see. That completes the steering wheel assembly. Now, your vehicle may or may not have this steering column down or up from the factory. It's actually adjustable. What you want to do is take a look where this rod is, and you will see two assemblies here that tighten and hold this rod in place. That's so you can pick where you want the steering column and adjust it accordingly. So for the sake of this build, I'm going to put it as far up as possible, and you're going to grab the smaller Allen key that comes with the kit. And now your steering column is in place. Driver's seat has two tabs that slide in to these two grooves up here at the top. You'll notice there's a screw already assembled here. You want to remove that. Most of the times you can do it by hand. Put it to the side. Take your tabs, slide them right into the groove from front to back. And you want to look and make sure that the hole in the seat is matching the hole for the base. But make sure they're lining up. It might take a bit of adjustment, but it'll get there. Once your holes are lined up, simply tighten down the screw. Now I want to take this moment out to point out the fact that yes, it is a lot faster and easier with a power tool such as a drill, but just keep in mind that a lot of these plastics are soft and the power drill might be a little bit too strong and might damage or break whatever it is that you're assembling. So it's best to just use it by hand. Our seat is assembled, our steering is assembled, our front wheels are assembled. Turn our attention to the rear fender. Rear fender simply slides into place as such. And using the 4 provided screws, you want to secure it in place. Okay, at this point, our go-kart is assembled. You want to take the time out now to, again, double check, make sure your vehicle's operating properly. You want to look at the power button right here in the front. You want to switch that on. You want to carefully pick it up. Just tap the pedal. We're good to go. Now, I want to point out that on the left side of the vehicle is your charging port for the charger. Usually between 6 to 8 hours will provide about 1 or 2 hours or more of playtime with the vehicle. Make sure you charge it properly before you use it. Now here, I want to point out you have 3 buttons up at the top. This is your power button. This is on, this is off. Here's your speed selector, slow, fast. This third button is your directional button. You go forward, backwards. You keep it in the middle, it's a neutral position, so to speak. And of course, you have your pedal. There's even a cup holder provided to keep a drink while you're taking a ride. Well, thank you for watching our assembly video. We hope it's been very helpful to you. In the event that you have any questions or issues assembling your vehicle or just troubleshooting, please give us a call. Our tech team is more than happy to help you with any questions or issues you may have with the vehicle. Thank you.